Hello guys, sorry for the delay, but Guardian he's been taking his time fixing his technical issues, and I think we're ready to jump into the game here. It's going to be NaVi and Flipside on Cobble, and it feels like these guys play Cobble all the time, and that's fine because they're both pretty good at Cobble, and it makes for good matches, so that's good. What do you think, guys, of this one?
Well, of all the games I've casted with them on Cobble, which is 4 times the last few weeks, NaVi has won all of them, so I have to favor NaVi in this game.
As we can see, the odds propose NaVi to be the victor over Flipside.
Yeah, I like these odds. I think the thing is though is that Flipside actually are quite good on both CT and T side. It's one of the maps where they're actually able to play both sides very well, and it actually might be their best map.
Yeah, I agree. The problem is it's one of NaVi's best map as well.
Like, for example, one of the weaknesses that Flipside tend to have is their coordination on executes. Their execute game tends to be a little bit sloppy, and I think there's some obvious reasons for that. But this map, it enables them to slowly take map control with some basic team play. Simple can come into effect in a pretty strong way with his AWP, and also just with the rifles as well. Whether it's A or B on the T side, and it tends, and his style also on defensively on CT tends to work as well. It just feels like a very good map for Flipside, just all over the place, because the only executes that you really need are quite basic, and the coordination behind it is quite basic as well. So
I think Simple has been more of a team player recently as well, from just the way he's been moving around. Seems like he's obeying the orders.
And there's no kit. Oh, there's one kit, and they have 2 smokes and 2 HEs. So I wonder what they will do with those. No, only 1 smoke there for NaVi, going for the raid boss on flamie.
Alright, so we're going to have 3 people over towards the B-bomb site, 1 in drop and just the 1 in A. That's going to be Blade, the kit carrier, and he's going to be up against 4 people fairly early on, so he's going to have to make a move for it. Simple coming in for support, but can he make it in time before getting smoked off? He's going to get taken out by flamie, in fact, as is Blade. At least the kit will be on the site. 3 versus 5 retake for the CTs, and there is a flank coming in from Seized.
yeah, looks like the raid boss is trying to make a wipe onto the enemy team, but it's going to be bondik who comes in. Oh wow, nice couple kills there from bondik up the CT ramp, and now things get problematic if an RV. Guardian's going to get wrecked by that grenade of bondik as well. This guy's going pretty massive, but Seized will save the day. Actually, Seized was really awesome yesterday. Really, really good yesterday, and NaVi will clinch that one, but that was a really close round in the end.
I wonder why Flipside couldn't see anyone in mid. They had a very awkward position, because if you let the terrorists just walk up mid and get close to connector, the round is almost over. So you really need to go for the picks before they are up in mid. So maybe a bit too defensive setup there from Flipside.
bondik coming out with the Nova versus the
Sawn-off.
and the pistols.
Oh, it's a Nova.
Yeah, the Sawn-off is on flamie. He's not going to be able to get a shot off. Nice damage done actually by that Nova there. Again, the range of the Nova will keep those shells closer over a longer distance, leaving Seized with all of 17 HP.
Yeah, Fnatic, they are going for those triple sawn-off plays these days on this map.
As you do.
And it's obviously amazing. So we'll have to see whether NaVi can turn this good positioning into a site take, because they're actually taking a lot of damage here. We've got 3 players critically wounded. Flipside, despite not having any armor and getting positive trades on damage, Markelov would even take down Edward as well, so things are looking pretty problematic here for NaVi. They're going to switch it up towards A, but Flipside are trying to beat them, and I think the nade was actually fluffed there towards the door, so should be a nice entry here for Flipside.
Indeed, rejected by the stairs was the nade. AK coming in, AK not getting the job done. Blade with the frag, with a P250. He's very dangerous with that. Speaking of dangerous, Simple with a deagle kill. We'll leave only Zeus with 28 HP versus 3. And there it is. Finished him off as well. And he will pick up an AK to boot. He's dangerous with a pistol. With a deagle he's Simple, but the AK even more so.
NaVi just got completely demolished in the trades early in the round, leaving them with only 3 players, 2 guys with under 30 HP. And the round was basically over after that. They will try to force it back.
Force it back. Alright, we've got timing nades coming in. The late follow-up nade here is going to get a bit of damage into Edward, onto Edward. Into, you can decide. NaVi though, playing slow, not giving up the position of the bomb. Blade with the timing smoke. NaVi will continue to creep. Over a minute on the clock here. This may be a long one. Simple finding the first frag onto Guardian. Now that's going to mean that someone else has to go and retrieve the bomb, as he was the bomb carrier, leaving it behind the doors before he went for that peek. Edward getting tagged down by Blade from distance with the MP7. So far so good here for the CT side. That Galil of Flamies won't get a job done. Only Zeus and Edward remaining now. Just 2 pistols versus the rifles and the SMGs of the Flipside team.
We're going to see a pulse here from NaVi. Very weird round for NaVi, just trying to go for the picks with the Tech 9s. Usually you just want to play the numbers, try to swarm your opponents. And they just got demolished there by Flipside.
So Guardian has technical issues. That sucks. That means we have to pause the game, guys.
That's a great analysis there.
Thank you.
I don't think we need threat anymore after that one.
See you later, threat.
Oh my god.
You've been removed from the squad.
Having... Oh.
Microphone problem.
Yeah, that's good though. It's because...
It's a problem with a guy called Mike. Mike is a problem that we are having. It's a bad joke. I sincerely apologise. Okay. So Guardian may have to sub out, as he's been DDoS for the last few days. And it appears to be continuing now. Which means that Starix might have to jump on the server. He was just playing for NaVi. In the meantime, again guys, while we have a bit of a break here, we are heading towards our 600k giveaway, at which time this will be given away to one of the people in the chat. You do not need to be a subscriber in order to enter this raffle. This is for everyone. And then on top of this, we are also giving away a StatTrak fish gun, and we're going to be going for 2 Dragon Lore attempts. So this is the fish gun itself. Look at that form. It's glorious.
Where's the fish? I don't see it.
What do you mean, where's the fish? What are the orange bits?
It's a blue... No, isn't it the blue thing?
The blue's water. What is wrong with you people?
I can't see it. Looks like just tentacles.
The blue...
I don't know.
The blue is water. The orange is fish. No tentacles needed.
I'm pretty sure it's just tentacles.
It's a water... It's a
That's
water...
even less plausible!
Reese said it's a water dragon.
Do you know what water dragons have?
I don't know what
Tentacles.
What's a water dragon?
They have tentacles, James.
Yeah.
It's a tentacle.
We have a lot
it's
of them in Sweden.
Dragon. You have lots of tentacles
Yeah, I
in
have
Sweden?
to fight like 3 of them when I'm going to school in Sweden.
You have
Like
Yeah, they have to swim to a special school island. Well, how else are you gonna fight the water dragons? I'm just rolling with your...
Everyone knows they can walk on ground.
Everyone knows. That's why they're the water.
Yeah.
What
That's
the
why
hell
they're the water.
Yeah,
is going on? What are you guys talking about?
No idea, James. I'm gonna say that this is the fault of the DDoS.
Blame Guardian.
I feel like every day you're gonna use this line. Someone's pumping laughing gas into the studio as to explain the ridiculousness.
It makes sense when you just look at you guys and you're just giggling away. I don't know. Why don't we open a case?
Let's ring Henry in this
Why
one
don't
minute.
we
We have like a
open-
minute.
should
We
we
have a
open
minute to ring Henry.
Okay, let's call Henry and open a case at the same time.
Henry G.
Oh my god.
This is great. Let's go, Henry.
Where's the case opening? Come on, do both at the same time.
Maybe he'll pick up this time. Guy's dodging our calls.
Oh.
Fail. Why isn't he answering the phone? That's it. We're only doing one case. We're not going crazy anymore. Oh, come on.
God damn. We'll get there eventually, guys.
Do you know why he's not answering the
He
phone?
can't dodge us forever.
Do you know why he's not answering? It's because he's playing on FACEIT at the moment. That's why he's not
Is he
answering the
actually?
phone. Yeah, he messaged me and he said,
You can call him.
just graduated to FACEIT Master League 1. Come at me.
But if you have Steam on your phone, you can call him on Steam.
I could call him on Steam. Okay, let's do that.
While he's playing. This is amazing.
That's really going to annoy him, but I don't care.
It's all
Oh,
no,
back
no,
to
no,
the
no,
game.
Let's save.
Oh.
Fine, gotta be sensible and stuff.
Oh,
Okay.
but it was Nico as well. Felico could definitely have. Never mind. Never mind. What is this vandalism? What is this vandalism? These delinquents. These youths, James. These youths.
Youths of today.
Who are also delinquents.
WorldEdit
Delinquents.
has jumped into Team Main and he's going to be holding an angle. We have a push into the drop zone, which is going to be annihilated by Flipside. No people lost for them. Hardly any damage taken either. Just bondik with that P90. Maybe inspired by Mr. Flusher, who likes to rocket as well. Zeus will be the last man walking to his death. And that's another round in the bag for Flipside.
This is going to be the first real weapon round of this half. NaVi will probably just go for the picking game towards A.
Oh my god.
It's not that funny.
It's not, but it was quite funny.
And the bomb is actually going towards... This is so bad.
Yeah, the most childish people I know. So, Edward's going to get the first frag with blind people everywhere. I can't do this, guys. The bomb is down. It's a man advantage for the teams. I can't look at you guys. You're making me laugh. So, there's only 2 CTs remaining now. Blade with the AK and Simple with the AWP. Only Blade has a kit at the moment. Blade getting a frag onto Zeus. Flamie is actually heavily tagged at the moment. So is Edward. So this could go either way. Will you please stop Dan? Will you mute Dan? Let's just get rid of Dan.
We have just ruined Dan. I'm sorry, Dan.
Alright, so Simple going to get an important frag onto Flamie. That's going to be the heavily tagged players remaining. Blade pushing through the smoke. Simple falling soon afterwards, and the round goes the way of NaVi. Things getting a bit crazy there, but NaVi managed to hold on until the end.
Yeah, Flipside will be able to buy one more round though, so it's not the end of the world for them. And please, Dan.
He actually got muted.
Okay.
I got wrecked by producer Reese. Alright, so we do have the full buy going in for NaVi again, so let's see what they can do with this one. Now, opening picks potentially. Simple goes aggressive on A-long. He does do this quite a lot, and usually he will like even throw flashes over the top and so on, but he's actually just got the angle first, and he'll get naded away. So like very cautious and effective play there from NaVi to slowly move into map control. But Flipside are actually still holding on to this, and the way that Flipside are playing this, they've got the 2 A players very spread out. So this is one way NaVi can get an edge if they nade themselves into the mid area. They could find a kill onto Simple, or a good trade at least. But he's actually got a clear angle. He might just get a flick. Oh, what a shot! Zeus is going to go down, and he's going to fall back. He sees the bomb as well. So this is looking really nice here so far for Flipside. I mean, NaVi don't seem to have a response to this just yet.
Yeah, Flipside not going for the over-rotation. They're still holding with 5 players. They will keep their formation, make sure they don't open up an opportunity for a flank. However, that frag onto Simple will change things. bondik stuck on the wrong side of the doors at the moment, as we have a flank coming in from WorldEdit, but we'll see if he even gets there in time. This nade may finish off one of the players. In fact, Markelov will get taken down and finish off through the door. Nice spray coming in onto multiple players by C's. WorldEdit's flank will pay off for now, leaving it in the 2 versus 2.
Yeah, that bomb taking away. bondik is trying to get himself an angle. He's going to actually peek. And he doesn't have much HP to do that with, and Flamie will tap down WorldEdit, and he's easily going to take down bondik as well. He was very low. So actually amazing that NaVi were able to save that round, because, I mean, Simple killed the first player, he saw the bomb as well, and they still had clear vision of what NaVi were doing, but NaVi still were able to kind of brute force onto a 2v2 clutch bomb plant. So that's actually really nice, and Flipside are going to force it here. They don't have much to play with, but at least Simple has an AWP. But this is really rough. They're actually playing 4 people into B here. I like that. Yeah,
they'll leave one towards the drop zone. That will just be bondik with a P250, it seems. Maybe with Markelov close in case he is required, in case the push comes in. But the entire NaVi team headed towards A at the moment. Maybe with a grasp of how Flipside seem to play towards A, because it's generally Blade on his own. You know, they've been trying different things. They used to have Simple pushing long A, or A-holes, with the AWP, but it was a very, very volatile position, so they've gone for something a little bit more consistent. NaVi may be playing against that here, now with a lurker towards B.
Only 2 people here towards A, so this is going to be very, very tough on this side.
Yeah, that's a nice entry from flamie. They get themselves all the CT ramp in. Nice spray down from Zeus as well, as he does claim position past the double doors. And there it is, Markelov able to take down Zeus, and there's the bomb as well. So can he actually hold on to this? It's going to be very difficult indeed. Starix will wrap around the side of the APC to eliminate Markelov, and in go the nades as well. So really rough spot here for Flipside, as the bomb does get picked up by Starix, but they are really close here. There it is. flamie has cover of this key position. Will they expect Simple to be there as well, though? He might get a free kill. He's going to move back out there towards the CT ramp area, and Caesar's covering both angles. Really nice off angle here from Caesar as well. He's going to spot this. There it is. It should be an easy kill, and it will be. Caesar will pick up the frag at 4-3 now. NaVi seem to be really getting a lot of momentum, and Flipside don't seem to have really a solid hold, even with their, when they're in their regular buys, of what NaVi are doing, which is just slow pushes.
Yeah, one thing I would like to see from Flipside is not rotating through the balcony towards CD spawn, but actually run out through the smoking connector, whilst another guy throw flashes over connector. This is a thing we have seen Titan do a lot, and I feel like it's a lot better, but you can just run up connector, run straight down to your right, down in mid, and you just gain so much more map control.
Right, so Flipside on the pistols now. NaVi with a round advantage, excuse me. Blade may give them a man advantage as soon as he's been tagged down to all of 30 HP. He's currently hiding behind the wooden blocks. Simple will go down, he'll be soon to follow. So again, we've seen fairly reasonable anti-ecos from T sides so far tonight, and it continues now. Only flamie going down, bondik unable to pick up a gun yet. Oh, there's the AK actually, so we'll see if he goes for the save. There is a flank coming through from B, which will make his save that bit more difficult. So aggression may be the best form of defense here. Now he's looking for the flanker. However, Seized only has 2 HP, so he is going to need to be quick on that trigger finger.
Yes, it's not going to happen, of course, as you'll get the save going, and at least the AK will be held onto. But it's really looking like NaVi are creating a situation where Flipside are going to say, oh god, the A defense is not working in the slightest, so do we actually put more people towards A in the mid-round? So like, do we put 3 people towards A in the mid-round? And the problem there is that then if NaVi are able to actually, because they're playing it quite slow, if they make the call, they can have a couple people attack drop zone, then they've got this like even better round. So what do Flipside do?
Yeah, this is the exact problem you have as CT on this map. You cannot really put 3 guys on A, because then you can only leave 1 guy towards drop and 1 guy towards the B plateau. So what you want to do is rotate, as I said earlier, rotate through the connector instead of the plateau, or the balcony. And I would really like Flipside to do that.
It even looks like NaVi are actually going to try to set up this play as well, where they have 2 towards drop. Oh my god, how on earth did he put behind that frag? Lovely stuff there. Seize will actually cause a lot of pressure towards drop though for NaVi, so maybe they can actually still get a good play going here, even though it's going to be a 2-2 split onto A.
Okay, so bondik's position will not pay off. Seize flying through the window like the Delta Force, and he will get the frag. Simple though, still holding things down toward the connected area. That's his 3rd frag of the round. And there's his 4th, looking for the ace now, and he will find the ace. Simple will just simply kill everyone, and that'll be enough to take the round for Flipside. Yeah,
that was pretty damn nice by Simple, and that's like why Flipside can be so dangerous, because sometimes, I mean, they can play well, and then Simple can just wreck all of you anyway.
He makes it look so.
Don't. You already used his name when he was doing the clutch. You can't just do that again. You have no dignity. You have no dignity. That's what Dudley would say from First Strike. You have no dignity.
Well. Flipside bringing the Molotovs out now. Now they've clawed around back. They will bring out the petrol and the lighters. This is going to be an interesting push. 3-man push potentially into the drop zone from NaVi. Not something we see from them every day. And it's fairly early as well, but have they actually jumped down? That is the question. We've got counter flashes coming in from the CT. Zeus trying to hide, but he will spot the CT there. Well, that it will fall. And indeed, the drop zone has dropped. Trades coming in, and this will leave the teams with man advantage until Simple finds the frag onto NaVi there, but he's lost a comrade as well. So 3 versus 2 now, and are we going to see a boost back out of the drop? Indeed we are. flamie's going to make his exit, maybe come and support the bomb. Make sure there's no flank coming in from the CTs again. Simple just slaughtering people left and right, while bondik's position will be unannounced until then, leaving flamie alone with the bomb on the floor on the site.
Yeah, Simple's been going absolutely massive. He's got another angle to get a shot potentially there as he has spotted flamie towards the bomb site. Oh wow, flamie does take down bondik though, so now Simple can try to, well, needs to come in for the push. Of course the bomb has to go down, he's got the angle and he will hit the shot. Simple's been very consistent in the last few weeks, and we're seeing him already on 15 frags in after 11 rounds. And bondik, of course, is the other man who's able to make a lot of frags, but these are the two power players on the CT side of Flipside. Bondik's very, very solid at holding down the drop zone and playing almost what feels like a similar position to Crim's on Mirage on stairs, because you have to like balance out how you defend multiple choke points, and it's very difficult, but bondik manages it super well there around the drop zone.
And I wonder what NaVi will do now. They should go back to their of course on an eco now, but the next round they should try to go back to their A play, because they tried going towards B 2 rounds in a row now and they haven't won a single one. So yeah, let's hope they go for the A push the next round. And it's actually quite easy to push A on this map for the reason you talked about earlier, Dan. You cannot really rotate more than 3 people towards the A site, and even if you do that, you leave B so incredibly open. So you always have to worry and stand in a position so you can rotate back to B fast as well.
I mean, Flipside, NaVi in theory could even take 5 players to take the map control towards A, because CTs never push B, so they wouldn't have to worry about them holding their positions forward as you would on like Banana and Inferno, for example. So then they could just like take it as 5 against Simple or something, then take 2 players back for the drop attack when they're positioned towards A as well. There's lots of options here, and they're going to go for it again.
Fast aggression here from NaVi. Zeus will just about survive with Starix finding the frag. There's the early smoke into the connector area, but there is a player lurking around the B bomb site still. Here, sorry, the A bomb site for the CTs, and of course it's going to be Simple going for the jump peak to find the information, getting tagged through the door, but bondik's going to come for support. Simple goes down now, but the CTs will be able to position themselves following those trades. Flank coming in potentially from bondik as well. He's at the bottom near the underpass area. Sees getting the other flank from WorldEdit, and bondik will now be key.
Yeah, 2-on-2 with bondik moving in from A long. He will be spotted though, but he does take down the 1-on-1. Doesn't even take any damage there either. So he's been playing very, very well for NaVi in the recent days. Can he make the 1-on-2 work? He's got some time here, and he will get the first kill onto Markelov. He doesn't have didn't take too much damage from that. And oh, there's the last job, but bondik will win it. 3k on bondik. And as usual, bondik is a standout performer along with Simple here for Flipside. And
I'm extremely surprised that NaVi didn't win that round. They got the entry kill in mid, they took over the site, they smoked off connector. The only player that was left on A was Simple, standing behind the plank. And yeah, I don't know, it felt like NaVi just gave that round away.
Well, they're going to be back onto the pistols now with a bit of Kevlar here and there. 2-man spray line coming in for Blades. The third will come through, and that will be the information for the CTs. Rotation coming in from B once again. Simple down to him to hold things down towards that Paul's area. He'll get 1 frag. Trades. flamie picking up the AWP now. We've seen that Starix is quite handy with it, but now it's flamie's opportunity to show us what he can do. Minute on the clock. NaVi going to sit for now. Just hold formation. Going to have the disadvantage versus the 3 CTs who have surrounded them. They'll try and get an opening pick here.
Yeah, this could definitely happen if flamie can get a fast one. Now, he does have the AWP. There's a player on the bomb site and it's actually peeking. It's a bit of an awkward angle, I think, to prepare for. So, flamie looking towards the APC. bondik. Oh, no. bondik will shut this down. He's going to take the first frag onto Starix. Just missing the opportunity to frag flamie, though. flamie is... Oh, that was very visceral.
What a view.
Yeah, I like how visceral it is sometimes when you get these death cans where someone just gets like hit in the side of the head and they slam into the ground. It's like, oh, it's kind of satisfying.
There are some like painkiller-esque like stake animations where they look like they're just getting impaled on the wall.
Yeah, it's cool.
The bomb is actually going towards B here for NaVi, so maybe they will try to do one of their B plays, which they haven't been successful with them a single time.
Well, we may see some peeking going on here. bondik going for the shoulder peek. Another interesting place to hold an angle is behind that wooden post there, which can allow you to avoid many flashbangs as a CT. The T's, though, going to come in and try and finish bondik off. He's going to have support from Markelov, though, so the trade's going in favour of Flipside for now. And he'll move back towards the rock. Molotov's coming out there, just playing it a bit safer. Wants to hold that advantage for his team. C's getting caught with a nade out, and he's got the bomb as well.
That was really nice by Markelov there. He knew that there was trouble. bondik probably made a good call there with the information just before he killed the first player. So Markelov was able to trade. But then of course, like throwing the incendiary in, the T did not expect to see then a peek on top of that behind the incendiary. So very well done by Flipside. And again, this is one of the things that they're strong at. So it's nice to see that they're picking up some of these rounds. As Bjorn mentioned, they've been struggling on these B plays.
Yeah, I can't believe Zeus actually called another B push.
Yeah.
They won every single A push they've done, except the last one. And in that round, they had a 5v4 and they had the site. So they just failed after they gained that advantage.
This goes back to what we talked about on the first map,
exactly.
The concept of recognizing what works and what doesn't as far as the calls for your team goes.
Yeah, and it's the thing on Cobblestone, even if you, okay, let's say you do a successful A push 3 or 4 times as T. It's not like the CTs are gonna put 3 players on A, because then it's on like automatic lost round if the terrorists push B. So I will be very surprised if NaVi goes towards B again here.
So this is the last round of the first half. It's NaVi's last chance to go to B or A. How good was that threat? Come on. So Zeus reduced to just a Tech 9 here. The rest of his team will have rifles. We've got the Molotovs coming out for the CTs. Only WorldEdit will be without. Another fast push for NaVi. Again, we saw NIP moving fast on Cash, and now we're seeing NaVi moving faster than ever. They're moving like they're running from the police, Dan.
Yeah, they're running pretty fast at the moment. Look at these crazy forward positions here through drop, and Zeus is going to rattle off the shots through the smoke there. Picks up the headshot onto Blade. Oh dear. Look like a very confuddled Blade through the smoke there, but Edward will find also a player towards APC. Sees will wrap around the back. Sees it's been a nightmare for them to deal with in this round.
Round it back.
And it's just what it left. So, you know, somehow Flipside were able to find a lot of trades, but it is still a 1-on-2 clutch situation for WorldEdit, and they seem to be aware that he is towards the A-bomb site, so they will go for that B-bomb plant. And, well...
Do you think WorldEdit has a copy of Hammer on his PC?
What is Hammer?
It's a world editor. Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much. Producer Reese knows what Hammer is.
Oh yeah, the map editor.
Yeah.
This is a map editor, it's not a world editor.
Well, the map is our world, technically speaking.
If you would have said like Radiant or something, then I would have known.
Radiant, what's that?
It's used to create maps in the idTech 3 engine. What's Hammer used for? What maps? Is it for the CS?
Counter-Strike.
Yeah, it's for...
okay.
I think it's for Source.
For Alpha Source, okay.
And 9 to 6 to Flipside will be a very important pistol round, especially for NaVi. And when NaVi was up 5 to 3, it looked like they were just gonna run away with the half. So I'm very surprised that Flipside actually won the half 9 to 6.
They stopped doing what was working.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what we're talking about. Though. Again, we mentioned this in the last game because I see this all the time, and I wonder, like, because of course I haven't played in a professional team in CS:GO, however you have, and played on a professional level, and you've been the caller as well. So I feel like you are the perfect guy to address this question to.
Yeah, you should.
Is there a reason why this is happening so much? Because it happens to all teams.
You want to keep doing what's working, unless it's a super funky play, which can be easily read the second time.
Yeah.
But just doing a default round towards A, you can just keep doing that until you see a reaction from the CTs.
And they didn't get to that point either with it.
No Kevlar on the CTs. Oh no.
What? I mean kits.
Oh, kits, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I guess this is a map where they feel like either... Well, everyone's going to die, basically. But we'll see which team it will be.
So Zeus has the HE, I guess, for the B-Plats position. I guess HE can be quite good in this map. But nice little snap there by Markelov to take down Zeus. We get the trade from flamie, though, in the drop zone area. But the bomb is down, and Flipside can collect it. They've got a man advantage, so they should play the numbers into a bomb site now. That should be a good way to approach this. They could even all go drop. But Simple's going to take down an extra player, make life even more easy for Flipside here.
Starix finally getting the frag onto him, so now it's the man advantage for NaVi. We're getting towards a situation where a kit may have come in handy, although the 3 versus 1 now. That's being a little bit more likely. I can only imagine that maybe NaVi thought the engagements would be fast on the site, but now they're limited to 1. Maybe that Kevlar will be of some help, but bondik waiting to trade frag, allowing his teammates to bait for him. As soon as he pushes, then 3 guns will be facing him. Knife kill coming in, bondik making that paper.
And will NaVi go for the force buy? In this position, when you're down 10-6, it might actually be a good idea. And they will. 3 people bought Kevlar so far. Wouldn't be surprised if both Flame and Starks decides to do the same.
Save. Starks to save for the orb. How much do you think it hurts NaVi not having Guardian here, Bjorn?
Well, of all the maps, I think Cobblestone hurts them the least, but it hurts them a lot anyway.
Yeah, I guess it always hurts massively without Guardian. But I agree with you. I think the least of all the maps. I think that's very, very true.
Okay, so we'll see if Flipside can use these Molotovs to their advantage. As we saw on Cash, Cobble might be a trickier map in spots such as the drop zone to clear out these CTs. And indeed, Zeus through the smoke will find a frag onto Markelov. bondik taking down Zeus elsewhere. I'm not sure if Zeus will be able to pick up a gun just yet, or if it will be stuck in the top of the drop zone. They're rotating away from the B site. Not going to bother to boost and try and pick up the weapon, but just get to A as fast as possible, as it's very easy to get out positioned here. The shadows are going to give the players away, jumping over the balcony. bondik finding 2 more frags with the SMG, as Zeus chooses to run away. Has CZ and Kevlar, and he's probably going for that weapon that he took down in the drop zone earlier on as well.
Now we will be forced to full eco next round, and
he's not going for it.
He's going to save, he just wants to save his CZ and Kevlar, and now we should just stack towards the A side, because it's very likely that Flipside will try to do the same anti-eco, where they just try to gain some ground towards A. Markelov just playing the lurker role over towards drop zone, so wouldn't be surprised if we see 3 or 4 CT players here towards that A site.
Yeah, B is always going to be more risky. Like if you go down the B plateau, anything can happen.
Yeah,
anything can happen.
The problem, even if you stack B, it's so hard to hold there. So in that sense, it's actually better to just stack A. Because even if you stack B, you're probably going to lose. You can just surround the site and go for the exits if they plant B. So it's fine anyway. So
Zeus and his CZ will be most of this offense for the NaVi side. And with no armor on the rest of the players, no helmets on Zeus, you can expect the Mac 10, excuse me, of Markelov to get to work. WorldEdit just on the CZ himself for now. And here we go, SMG is beginning the proceedings. Simple, so good on that B plateau, just with an AK, causing such shenanigans that we may see WorldEdit going for the AWP instead, as Simple does have massive value on the T side, just harassing the B bomb site on his own.
And we'll finish off the last 2 there. So 12-6 with Flipside. Now the real CS begins. How will Flipside attack this round into NaVi's buy? Now you would imagine that they Flipside would feel like they can gain some edges playing the A play, because they can slowly push. If Starks does decide to challenge, as Guardian may, Guardian does actually tend to play a little bit more passively. He doesn't go for the early risks too much on the A side. Well, I mean, that could be a really good way for Flipside to get into this round with a nice clean pick. But we have very defensive stuff here from NaVi towards A at the moment, so looks like a slow one for them. And wow, Edward is just there, completely exposed. Simple gets the one-on-one, and now Simple wants to keep pushing, because that's what he does.
Simple, the one-man harassment machine, will get taken down in late trade by flamie. Markelov going to come keep an eye on things, getting the frag onto Zeus despite peeking with a flashbang in his hand. So that is a significant advantage for Flipside. 2 CTs down, minutes on the clock here. flamie hearing a sound cue that somebody might be there, managing to avoid the flashbang as well, but he can't find the spray onto those players there, and Blade will take him down as well. So Flipside with a good chance to potentially even close this out if they can kill these final 2 players who are going for the save.
And did Edward just challenge B plateau without any smoke?
Yeah, it was. I mean, maybe there was an invisible smoke, but there was no smoke that we could see. So Yeah,
That's so risky, because the terrorists will have an advantage in that duel.
the other thing as well is that I actually like the simple push alone towards the end there, because if he actually does, because he already got a kill, if he and that's already favourable, but if he gets a second kill, that's like the round is over straight away, and it can very well happen. So that's one of the spots where I think that that big risk for the aggression is actually really strong, and he didn't get it that time, but Markelov did in the end.
Yeah, even if he dies, it's still a 1-for-1 trade, so they still have a very big advantage.
Yeah.
Cobblestone is actually one of the hardest map to play a 4v4 as CT. So if you get a 1-for-1 trade as T in the beginning and you just fall back and play it safe, it's almost impossible for the CTs to do anything if they don't take any risks.
Yeah, Simple has a lot of value in those solo pushes towards B. On cash as well, against one of the Danish sides, we saw him cause complete annihilation, which resulted in some frustrated tweets from the side and all sorts, but definitely fun to watch. We'll see if he can continue. NaVi going to force it up. 3 FAMASs with the 2 saved weapons from the previous round. Again, they're going to be distinctly lacking the nades here, lacking the smokes, the flashes, and the counter nades towards B. We're seeing them come in now, but after this, there will not be many left. Flip side starting to creep towards A. We have Starix going down in the halls area, and Seized is in the underpass. Just like Blade was, he will now be the only person there, but he could find a 2-man spray down there completely unprepared, and that is a mistake. You heard the bomb drop, and that was a sound cue that allowed Seized to peek, maybe expecting some kind of execute coming in, and he has got his team right back into this.
Yeah, a nice kill there from flamie as well. He takes down bondik, and Flipside look to be stopped in their tracks. NaVi with a key round. Surely here to follow as Markelov goes down, and indeed they'll get the 7th one on the board. And let's have a look and see how the money is for Flipside. They are pretty rich at the moment, so Simple's going to AWP straight away. So curious to see how this turns out. I would like to see more A stuff from Flipside. I think it's been pretty good for them so far.
Yeah, they should just keep pushing towards A. Even though Seeds got 2 kills there, was a bit lucky with the timing, both with a nade up. So, and they're actually going towards B here. All 5.
We saw an early boost from NaVi in the previous round to try and get some information. We see it again, but this time it will be completely unfavourable. Almost all the frags going the way of the Flipside team. 4 versus 2 in a matter of seconds, and it's the AWP and the rifle to have to save again. Off to the tower they go to find the princess.
Which princess is it?
You know, from Mario.
Or Princess Peach?
Or is it? No, it's one from Zelda, isn't it? Zelda has a princess in it, right?
Yes.
Zelda's the princess.
Yeah, Zelda is the princess.
Yeah. I don't care what princess that. The one from oh, what's that? Oh, I'll get back to you.
Yeah, NaVi.
Braid, the one from Braid.
That was a really good game. That game was
Indeed.
awesome.
And NaVi obviously have to managed to save an AWP and an AK and a full set of nades on both players, so they will be able to get a decent buy this round. However, 14-7, and bondik is just playing out of his mind. He just went down all alone, drop zone, and got 2 kills. And how do you stop that? It's impossible.
bondik is an absolute beast to Flipside. Quite interesting to watch his play on various maps as well. Can learn a few tricks for your own purposes. So we're having that signature flash coming in from Blade, but NaVi are holding passively. Zeus first to go down. Can flamie come in for the trade? Indeed. Edward would steal the first kill. flamie just holding the corner. It will all turn into the bait. flamie will find the second frag here for the NaVi side, but they have still lost a man, and there's a second one. Simple coming in with a big green gun now instead of the AWP, and he will continue his one-man harassment machine over towards the B bomb site. Spotting the AWP, Starix takes him down on the right side of the statue, and he may just clear this site up himself as flamie comes in for the rotation, while the bomb moves with support towards B.
Oh, this is nice to go for the boost here. In spots like this, it's very scary actually to get a CT in the flank.
They actually failed, so they have no one to flank.
Oh, that's unfortunate. And ooh, Simple spots both, and he's going to get both kills as well. Simple with the 4K, and that's why again he can always just create so many frags here for Flipside. He's got 26 kills. That's why he's our shot caller as well.
His movement just in those last 2 frags was really nice as well. The way he saw, I think he saw the CT just moving behind the wall as he himself was moving by the wall, so he chose to prepare for the next shot while taking the exposed aim as well.
You know, it's funny as well because I've been bigging up bondik a lot, but he's actually out-fragging Simple as well by 5 or 6 frags. So 31 kills on bondik already. He's actually dropped the 30 bomb in this match, and it's only been 22 rounds so far. So that's actually pretty sick. Either way, we're going to see now NaVi with a very terrible buy to try to save this. It's match point here for Flipside. They look pretty darn good today. Very, very nice stuff indeed for them on Cobblestone, their home territory. Oh my god, Denis gets dinked down to very, very low HP. 8, in fact. Now, Flipside, what are they going to be going for here? They've got a 2-on-2 kind of spread across the map here. We have potential aggression from NaVi on the mid area. They've got to play very close. Actually, they will actually gamble towards B with 4 players. So will this work out for them? Worth
noting how Zeus has completely moved away from that area as well. What is this absurd flank coming in? Well, it's over. Zeus going for a round-winning play potentially, but Blade ready for it. And I don't know if Simple was seeing the peak there. Normally, Edward would need a play to boost him up. He will get tagged. He will get finished off by Simple. Trade coming in from flamie, however, 4 versus 3 as Flipside move over towards the A site. I don't know if that molly will get the damage in through the wall. Indeed, it will. Mollies are very funky in this game, leaving only flamie behind. Seas will not even wait for the frag to come in here and will make his exit.
Yeah, that was a really nice game by Flipside. I mean, the CT half was kind of as expected for me. Just very strong, like 10-5-ish kind of territory. They're just good everywhere. But the T side, it was very interesting because NaVi didn't seem to have any kind of a defense going.
And they really try to adapt to the meta. Usually you see 2 guys going towards the B plateau as CT on Cobble, just leaving 1 guy towards the drop zone because you really want to help 1 CT to get up on that plateau. So they just punished it by having bondik, and I don't know who the second guy was. They just dropped down drop zone immediately, all the time, and just ran towards the B site, and they just traded, just kept trading and forced NaVi into the awkward 3v3, 4v4 situations, and they just played after. Could just outplay them in that position.
One weird thing actually about the boost from a CT point of view in the drop zone is the top of the ledge has a little ridge. So if your booster is right below the window, then you can't actually jump up because you get stuck. You just bounce against the ridge, and actually you start to kind of slide back out and fall off as well. It gets really funky though, which is maybe what happened. And then they spent so much time trying to get that. I think they just abandoned it in that particular situation. But it's a bit quirky, similar to on overpass actually when you're doing the solo jump from the bench onto the structure looking down towards the site. There is a ridge by the wall, so you can't be flush with the wall because you'll just get stuck as well. You have to be kind of a little bit out and then jump over. So they've made it a bit tricky there as well.
I also found it very surprising that Simple could get free kills with the op from mid when you can actually do the one-way smoke where you throw the normal smoke towards the double doors in mid and you go in towards the stairs room and you just stand there and it's a one-way smoke for you. You can see over the smoke. And usually all top teams should know about that op angle, and what you do, you can just drop down so you get into a lower angle vertically for him. But they just kept running on top there towards the T-yard, and he just kept killing them. It's very surprising, especially since Guardian usually go for that pick as well.
Well, it'll be Flipside who defeats NaVi here very handily, and there'll be 2 more best of ones for them to play to try to... I think they were actually the team that played the least matches so far, so they should actually start springing up the leaderboard if they can keep this winning up. We shall find out very shortly, though. We'll go to a quick break, guys. Oh, actually, no, we have a gap here. I forgot about that. Yeah, so we have a 1-hour gap, and then we'll be back with more Flipside games. So stay tuned, guys. We'll see you in an hour.